We are the Braxtons, and you'll see that we aren't like the ordinary family. I'm like, okay, y'all done came real good with this season. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Braxton Family Values. This is just a review, a recap of this past few episodes. Actually, the latest one and the one before that. But let me just break it down real quickly. Like, this whole situation is a trip, but it does happen in a lot of churches and marriages in general. Like, I've been the other woman. Like, ugh. There's just so much about this whole season and the Braxtons that I can so relate to. Even as being like a child that's like missing their dad, like the Andre and Tawanda situation where Tawanda was always gone and she puts her siblings first before her primary family. And even the whole cheating scandal, I've been there, done that. Like, and growing up in church, all of that, it just really makes me like them, you know what I'm saying? I like that they're not really fake, you know what I'm saying? They're not fake Christians. They know that they grew up in church, but they know that they really don't have a relationship with God like that. You know, I guess they know that they aren't sanctified. I'll say that. They're just cool with what they're doing. I want them to go back to, you know, like how their mom is, you know, she's a real Christian, you know, she's not out here playing church and stuff like that. But, you know, sometimes it irks me to see Tamar play like that with Jesus, but, you know, I can't lie and say that I wasn't once hurt when I was growing up before I, you know, gave my life to Christ. So, you know, it is what it is. I just like to see Jesus being mentioned on TV, period, you know, in a good light. So, like, even the whole marriage stuff, like, oh, y'all, I just don't understand the whole divorce situation. It's a lot. So, anyway, let me go ahead and give y'all just the recaps of, you know, what's tea or whatever, my thoughts on the season so far. You know, honestly, the season it's been kind of entertaining in a way. I've been just pretty much learning from anything that they do. Like, for instance, Trina's trying to do a restaurant. Well, I really want to open up a restaurant too. I really do. And I look up to her and Candy Burris, like, as mentors in my own head to see, like, what they're doing. And even, especially Lisa from the Beverly Hills Housewives, those women are, like, so rich. And it's not riches that I'm looking for. I just literally want to open my own restaurant. Like, I can cook, I can make, you know, soul food, stuff like that, but I just like to have my soul food here one time. I want to have steak here. I want to have lobster, seafood here, or whatever. I just want it all to be in one bougie place. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just look up to them in that sense, business-wise, you know. So anyway, the ex-wife coming onto the trip, everybody's talking about, you know, the side chick, you know, the Braxton sisters, their family was split up because their dad had a side chick. Now, I can't relate to that as far as my dad has never cheated on my mom, but I know how it feels to be the other woman. I've definitely been cheated on, you know, so it's just, I could never, even since they're married, I could just never, not saying I can't forgive anybody, but I could never be in the same space as the chick who broke up my family. Like, you guys had been dating for years before I even knew. In my church, in our church, and my husband's the pastor, and you think that that's okay? Like, no, I'm sorry. And to hear him say, you know, well, I love you, but I'm in love with her, the side chick. And he married her, and they've been married for 16 years. So that's a real screwed up situation. I really have no respect for Michael Braxton. I'm just being honest with you. Like, you don't marry a lady and have 6 kids with her. And how many years were they married? Like 20 years or something? Maybe, well, I think 16 years. Yeah, because Tawanda says 16 years. So, I don't know. And you just cheat on her and go with somebody else for the next 16. Child, please. Anyway, I didn't like the situation with Tamar telling Logan not to kiss girls. Like, the little boy is only like 3 or 4. I feel like there's nothing wrong with little boys showing affection towards females, like in a friendly kiss, like on the cheek or something like that. Now, yes, children do pass along a lot of not diseases and stuff, but like they pass, not cooties, but you know what I'm saying? They pass a lot of bacteria to each other because they touch on everything, and that's just going to happen, like chicken pox and stuff like that. But girl, in this society where all the men are like, girl, either bisexual or gay, do we really want him to, like, not kiss girls? I'm just saying, like, if he wants to kiss on the little girl or whatever, hug her or whatever, just let him do that. As long as it's not sexually, like, abusive or any, like, you know, lewd or, you know, nasty kind of situation. It's just friendly, you know? It's just what it is. So I was just, like, kind of giving Tamar a side eye, like, girl, you might want to let him, you know, hold a chick hand or something, like, you know, I can see if he kissing on boys or something, like, you know. But anyway, it was funny too how Tamar's hair. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. These wigs this season are atrocious. I don't know what's going on. Tamar's braids, those locks or whatever that lioness thing was going on. She was like, you know, my salon told me that, you know, my sister's some kind of mess she was spreading. And I was thinking to myself, girl, the stylist must not have been finishing your hair because you can see Tamar's hair like all in it. I was like, what is going on? Talking about she was bumping teeth. Girl, she should have been bumping your ends. Like, get the hair together, Tamar. You too rich for this. Like, I don't know what it was. It was like a ponytail full of locks. I don't understand, y'all. I don't get it. But anyway, you know, then they were gossiping. Her and Tawanda, they were talking about the little Jason dude going to jail. And Tawanda is one of them people that gets all the tea but won't give you any of their business. You gotta watch sneaky people like that. Like when you call them and you be like, girl, did you hear about Jason? She'd be like, you know, they'll finish a statement. Girl, yeah, he went to jail and had 3 kids. Like, dang, how you even know that I do? Like, you know, just telling all the business. That's how you know when somebody really knows. So they just spill it all out. So speaking of Tawanda, I'm not feeling this Rick James wig, girl. They were sitting up at the table looking like a Dave Chappelle skit, girl. Like, straight up Rick and Tina, like they was breaking up, like for real. And I just don't like the fact that Tawanda is portraying this. I hate how they treat Andre. Like, all of them have been dogging him since day one. They've called him a bum. And here's the thing, this is what I feel about men being the caretakers primarily. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that if it's mutual. If the man wants to sit home and take care of the kids and you're okay with that, or you need him, like, sometimes it just happens like that. Sometimes the man needs time to be in school, study, or do whatever, write his books or do whatever, while the woman is the one who's providing for this moment. But nobody put a gun to this girl's head and told her to sing doo-wop pop behind Toni Braxton for all of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? He would have had his job. He did quit his job. It's not like he was a bum. So I just don't like how they treat him on there. And to be honest, he does deserve to have full custody because he's the primary caregiver. It doesn't matter where the money's coming from. He's been the one who's been there from day one. The kid's, what, 10, 12 years old? Tawanda has always been gone. I'm not saying she's a bad parent, but he don't sit up here and act like he's not the better parent. He definitely is. He basically raised some kids. So before the episodes even aired, I was on his side 100%. I do think he was being vindictive. He could have just said, you know, joint custody. I think that would have been much better. But it's not like it's preposterous for him to ask for full custody because, you know, he deserves it. He's been with them the whole time. So, you know, he did explain it. He was just like, you know, yeah, I'm hurt, but I just want to take care of my kids. Like, he just started crying kind of sort of, and he was telling her, like, you know, you put your family before our family. You will leave and go across the seas to be with Tony, any of them, your mama, any of them. And that's wrong. My dad does that to this day, and that hurts my soul. There's nothing I can do about that, but it is what it is. It's always been like that. He's always either take care of his mama, his grandmama, somebody else's mama, his nieces, nephews, everything, while me and my mama are just sitting at home looking stupid. Honestly, I kid you not, 365 days of the year, like, we were basically sitting at home, honestly, like, by ourselves. Like, he was there sometimes, but, like, he would drop everything to go be with whomever. So I totally 100% feel that. I was just like, I cried, y'all. I'm not kidding. Like, I legit cried watching that scene. Like, I really did. Like, even like in Medea's movies, like Brian, he was a lawyer. Deb was a crackhead. So, of course, he had full custody because she was all out, and, you know, he just got tired of her doing that stuff. So, a lot of men are capable of raising children by themselves. Some of them are doing it, and kudos to them. So, you know, I really hate that people drag him. But anyway, I just feel like Tawanda never stood up. I honestly think that Tawanda does not like him. Like, honestly, she doesn't even seem like she cares about Andre. She never takes up for him. This was the first time I've heard her even speak up and say, you know, well, ladies, why don't you look at it from his perspective? Because Tamar was ready to go in. But what irks me is that Tamar talks about everybody's husband. She used to talk about Gabe like a dog. She used to talk about everybody. And true enough, those men were acting doggish. But as soon as somebody talks about Vince, she's hurt. So I'm like, oh, that's something else you can tell they don't too much care for Vincent. But anyway, this episode, okay, one more thing. Y'all, Trina was talking about the scamming situation and feeling stupid and stuff like that. Basically, the dude was arrested at her house and he was scamming. So I'm like, how do you, girl, you a celebrity. You should kind of know when these men are like faking it. Like, you can get any kind of tea you want as a celebrity. Okay, Tamar played the song My Man. She records the song for her mama. Y'all, the song, after it's finished and mastered, it sounds much better because the raw version was terrible. I would never make a song like that. Like, why would you even give the next woman any power to think that she really took your man? If a woman, any woman on earth can take your man for real, guess what, girl? He was never your man to begin with, okay? Like, Mama E got them together. She said, now, he never took my man. She never took my man. But this is a nice song. I holler. Oh yes, Mother E. She got her together like, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute, okay? So, you know, she was just talking about the side chick situation again. And it hurt my feelings because I went through two before. So, you know, I was just like, dang, it sucks. But anyway, one thing I do want to point out is that how men and black people in general, we never like to go to counseling. I don't know what it is with the older generations and even middle-aged generations right about now. They do not like counseling. I can tell that it's because they know deep inside that they need it and they don't want to feel vulnerable. Like, Andre actually cried. And I was like, yes, Andre, let it out. Like, I feel like he's had some sort of childhood issues or something that's been going on that's deep that he just does not want to talk about. And he just knew. He was like, no. Anytime people act tough like that, they're really soft in the core. I'm telling you. I wrote about that in a chapter of my book. Some people are like onions. Like, when they peel back those layers, oh yeah. And the whole time, Tawanda was just sitting there just like emotionless. Those fake tears. Child, no tears came out of her eyes. I really just think that, I don't know. Something about Tawanda I don't trust. I don't trust people like her at all. She's very sneaky. I used to love her. I really did. But I kind of just feel like she's just there. Like, I don't think that she likes Andre. Like, what straight woman wouldn't want some good, you know, some good loving from your husband? Like, and Andre is cute. He's not ugly. He's a cute little boy. Well, he's not a little boy, but he's a cute little man. So, and he's a great father. Girl, do you know what I would give for that? I don't understand. Girl, and you not, girl, Tawanda, it's not like you out here killing the game, girl. You not out there fine, girl. You need to stop. She got a nice body, but she needs to stop and be appreciative of having a good man. And he's straight. You know how many gay men out here on the low, bisexual and all that stuff out here playing these women, and you got a straight man and you don't even treat him right? I'm done with you, Tawanda. I'm done. So, okay, yesterday's episode, the side chick, y'all, I'm just cutting to the point. The side chick showed up. Pause. Is it just me, or am I the only person who does not like Birdman for Toni Braxton? I think that's the lamest couple in history. I really feel like Tony's just using him just for the now, like, just because. Like, I think he's using her to, like, as a come-up right now because he's whack. And isn't he gay or, like, bisexual or something like that? Like, what's the tea? Like, girl, you left Carrie Lewis. You left your fine husband, your good-singing husband. Carrie loves him some Toni Braxton. Do you hear me? I love Carrie. I just wanted them to stay married. I'm just such a marriage advocate. I know, I heard, you know, Carrie was cheating a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Girl, what you think Birdman gonna do? He's sitting up here kissing men and everything, girl. He was about to cry at that Breakfast Club situation, girl. You just dumb. I just don't like him for her at all. Like, I think she should have stayed with her husband, her baby daddy. Okay, I love me some Carrie. Oh, I did. I love them together. So anyway, the side chick comes, and y'all, it was fake to begin with. Everybody knew Tamar and Vince are both executive producers, so they know what's going on. You have to sign disclosure agreements before you step foot on a set of any kind of show, whether it's reality or not. So they knew she was coming, but I guess they just want to act. But Logan was like, it was so funny. He was not here for that lady. I wasn't either. I was like, girl, why is you here? I was looking like Jocelyn. Why is you here? I just feel like it was disrespectful. I'm sorry. I don't like to hold grudges. But I can never be cool with a side chick. Like, I can see, honestly, God, listen, I believe in blended families when the husband and wife have decided to both go separate ways and no one is in the middle. Like this whole T.I. and China situation, that's so disrespectful. Like, they're still married, and I hate the fact that he was even messing around with the little Bernice girl or whatever, talking about a friend. Child, please. So I just felt like if, you know, she would have come along after, or it could have been during the divorce, like as far as the divorce proceedings, I wouldn't have been too mad at that because y'all have already gone your separate ways. But when you're sleeping in this man, like you're in the child, this man has 6 children with this lady. They've been married for 15 years or 16 years. You in his home in the bed, you breaking up, you're a homewrecker. I cannot be cool with you. I'm sorry. I will forgive you of your sins, but girl, I have no respect. No, I don't care how long it's been. I have no respect because if you did it back then in your youth, you'll probably do it again. And you know what? You reap what you sow. So when he mess around with the next chick, you get it. So yeah, I don't think that they should be a blended family. I think, you know, Mama E has the right to be on her side. Now, they do have a right to have a relationship with her because at his funeral, they're going to have to be together anyway. So I agree with that part. But as far as having a whole blended family vacation, that's uncomfortable. I'm sorry. That's just disrespectful. So that's just my tea on it. So yeah, that's my take on the review. Y'all comment below what you all think that's going on so far. Next week is gonna be crazy. I need to know what that lady's about to tell them. She's too old to be pregnant, so I don't think that's it. I think she might tell them that she was pregnant, and maybe that's why they got married. I don't know, but I need to know. I want to know because I need to see how we gonna heal from this. Because I feel like this is my life. Like, I'm taking all my notes, my psychology notes, so I can know, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe and check out my previous videos. See you in the next video.